Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tri-County Accountability. Today we're here outside of the Dayton Red and White, where there was a two-vehicle collision where it appears this black van may have rear-ended this white Mazda. We have police and fire on scene. We had an ambulance checking out the individuals that had got into the incident. I spoke with them briefly before starting this video interaction, and they let me know that they're okay. So that's all that really matters. But I wanted to come out here today just to show the scene that we have here. We've got a bit of a turnout. We have one RCMP car that kind of showed up a little bit late to the party, and we've got some fire department here. What is this? Is this Yarmouth? It is the town of Yarmouth fire department. So we don't have anybody else from, we'll say, Darlings Lake or Port Maitland or anything like that. So it looks like one of the vehicles is being moved now. It's probably so they can assess some of the damages. So she's bringing that into the parking lot. Seems like that vehicle turned out pretty good. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer just so if we can see. And it seems like this vehicle is able to move as well, which is great. So that means we can finally get this road clear and not have to deal with this congestion, because as it stands right now, we broke this down into one lane instead of it being two lanes, which really makes it hard for traffic to get through here, because this is a bit of a busy thoroughfare, especially with the red and white here. A lot of people come here to do some grocery shopping. You can get cheap meat and things like that. We also have Honeybee's ice cream down the way, and this is the main entryway and exitway into the town of Yarmouth. So it's good to see that the vehicles are able to move. It's unfortunate that these individuals have to now deal with insurance and getting a new vehicle or whatnot, depending on the damage or the extent of the damage. But I'm sure that's all something that they can deal with. And even though it is a bit of a inconvenience, it's something that could have been a lot worse. And I'm glad that everybody here today is okay and that everybody will be able to go home safely. And I'm sure it was a bit of a scary interaction for everybody involved, but I'm glad everybody's okay. There we go. There's Marcia. Sweet. Now we have an officer speaking with a couple of Yarmouth Fire Department individuals. Seems like they don't really care that I'm here, which is really nice. Because we have a right to film in public and film our public officials in the course of their duty, which this is exactly that. You can see they put out some of that spill absorbent onto the ground. And thanks guys, appreciate it. They put some spill absorbent just so we don't have any chemical leaks or anything like that. So it looks like they've completed their duties potentially, and it looks like they're about to get out of here, which is awesome. As you can see, this is the Neptune Tundra. It looks like they're just about getting ready to get out of here. So I'm sure we'll see this lane open up soon. And this officer didn't have any sort of interaction with me whatsoever, which is great. That's exactly what we expect from public officials acting in the course of their duty, because they have zero expectation of privacy in public. And coming out here, she didn't even interact with me. She didn't speak with me. And that's exactly what we'd like to see. We like to see public officials doing their job and not extending the scope of their job based on their own opinions or feelings. So it looks like this scene's just about over. I'm going to hang out really quick until this officer gets out of here and maybe the road opens up. I assume she's probably going to be going into the parking lot. This guy's got a broom. I don't know what oh, we got two brooms. Nice. I'd say they're just getting some of that spill absorbent where they may have spilt it a little bit in the road where it was not needed. Yeah, it's exactly what they're doing. Do you guys remove that just so there's no loss of traction or something to somebody? Yeah? Okay, perfect. That's awesome. So everybody was okay today? That's perfect. We have A. Cosman M. DeVoe here. Let's go see, did that officer go across the road or what? If she did, we're gonna head over there and we're gonna try and film as best as we can. She did, yep. So we'll try and get across this road after the traffic passes here. I'm gonna scuttle between this car and that one. I don't want to get the kids if all possible, but like I said to the grandmother before starting this recording, if I do get them on camera, I'll do my best to blur them out or remove them from that video. Unfortunately, today these individuals had a small fender bender, and now insurance will have to be swapped and all of that business. (44B4) is that the one? Oh, that's really good. That's awesome that they updated the sticker on that. I'm really happy about that. Now it looks like this officer is going to speak to the female that was driving the... honestly, I think she was driving the Mazda CX-5, but I'm unsure. I'm very unsure. So this car actually was the car that had a bad expiration sticker on it, or registration rather sticker on it. So they did something about that. That's friggin' awesome. That's amazing. I'm so happy about that. As you can see over here, they're just finishing up. We have D Winship over there. Bunch of cool guys. Bunch of good guys. And now I just want to let you guys know that the Yarmouth Fire Department only has a few active members that are full-time. Most of these people are actually volunteers. And that's amazing that these guys, come out and take the time out of their day, even though, it's not necessarily paid. They might get some sort of tax return in the end, but that's amazing that they're willing and able to come out here and assist the public in their time of need. Try and get around this here. Can't really see the officer. We'll just take a peek at her vehicle here. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff that we have here. Try and not film anybody that isn't pertaining to the incident, even though they have no expectation of privacy in public. And at this point, I am technically on private property. I'm on the property of the Red and White. I'm in their parking lot, but no members of the Red and White that would have jurisdiction to ask me to leave has came and asked me to leave. So if they do, I will. I'll go to public property. But until then, I'm going to film in an area that I can at least see this officer, because we know in the past, especially after the Portapic incident, the trust with police and transparency is lacking. And actually yesterday, Brenda Lucky did a report in Halifax, and she admitted that sentiment, that transparency throughout the RCMP has been lacking throughout a long time, and that there are definite issues with the RCMP. So we definitely want to keep, even if she seems to be doing a perfect exact job that she should do, we still want to keep an eye on our officials, just because we never know. Things could flip in an instant. As we see here, this officer's vehicle is slightly in the way of that guy, but he can get out, it seems. Now I'm glad for the sake of the children that everybody's okay. It is unfortunate. It's a financial loss to have, especially when it comes to vehicles. A vehicle, at the end of the day, other than a home, is the second biggest purchase in your life for most people. So unfortunately, both these people are kind of having a bad day now. And we see this officer. The only thing I'd say is she could park a little better. Maybe in a parking spot, considering we're in a full parking lot, but that's fine. And there we have it. Another one bites the dust, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. It was a bit slower. There wasn't really any interaction. This was just showing, you know, that we do have the right to film in public and film our public officials in the course of their duties. And it looks like the fire department is heading out now. And yeah, perfect. Oh, it looks like maybe she's parking over here. Nope, she's headed out as well. Have a great day. Take care. There we go.